Hey, hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to walk through a brand new IBM Granite 4.0 and I'm going to show you how you can fine tune using Onslaught. Make sure you watch the video till end and I have prepared a collab notebook where I will gonna step by step through the installation process and how you can create your own customized customer care agent. Let's dive into the training process, explore the interference testing, how it's gonna done. I'm gonna share you following up with this a collab notebook. First, let me break down what is Granite 4.0 is all about. IBM introduced the 4.0 as an open source large language model, but especially it's built for enterprise use cases and it's trying on a massive 15 trillion token across the diverse data sources and it runs on a hybrid Mamba architecture for faster performance and lower memory usage. It also supports huge 128K context window, allowing for long and detailed understanding. So it's great for your day-to-day usage. And in terms of its size, it's pretty impressive with 32 billion parameter model, and it has comes with a 4 variant, and smaller model is 9 billion parameter with R2 variant, and it optimized for GPUs like NVIDIA L40S, tuned for enterprise daily tasks. Even IBM released the Edge Tiny, but it's faster, cost efficient, and edge optimized for the local case usages. On the top of that, it's introduced H micro, micro dance, and alternative dance configuration with Mama 2. Not all fully supported yet, but if you're looking to build long contextual sessions, you really rely on HMall with mixer of exports. For the best results, I recommend to keep the temperature 1.0 and top K should be O. With a contextual range from 16 minimum up to 128K tokens. It also include role-based template for conversations, giving a much more accurate and grounded responses. And as you run it locally with Olama and Llama CPP integrated with it, you can build your own applications. And I'm gonna show you how you're gonna fine tune Granite 4.0 with Unsloth. And all you need to do if you're a Python developer, pip install Unsloth, and it's gonna gives you 2x faster training process and 50x lower VRAM usage and support for 6x longer context lengths. So it means as lesser your CPU or GPU power, and it's gonna give you the better performance with your own customized data. And its optimized algorithms can cut your training time it off and maintain the model quality. And it's also improvise your memory efficiency and boost your hardware utilization and letting to run bigger model and smaller resources. And remember, while we pre-training needs a massive data, fine-tuning was beautifully with small specific data sets. And where it's really shine into the customer support agent, learn how it's interacting with the customer queries, identify the issues and pattern, and generate accurate and real-time recommendation for support team. Plus, integration is super simple. You can plug directly into your Google Sheet or other data sets and easily management and updates. So let's try to see how to x faster training, 50x lesser VRAM usage, and how I'm gonna handle a super longer contextual handling. And let me go through and walk through how we gonna build enterprise grade customer agent with the help of Granite 4.0 and Onslaught. Onslaught supports all IBM 4 Granite 4.0 models, including the micro, tiny, and small fine tuned variants. And its best performance comes around in terms of like having a minimum uh, 15 GBP RAM, and it comfortably runs on T4 GPUs. And in this notebook, I'm walking through how to build a support agent that understand customer interactions, analyze the issues, and generate the recommendations, giving you a real-time assistant for customer support. So let's dive into the entire collab flow. First step is installing the prerequisites. All you need to be installed on slot to get the training frameworks up and running it. And we also required to install Hugging Face transformers with version 4.554 for compatibility. And Granite 4.0 is built on Mamba based architecture, so we install Mamba kernels. And especially, we need to add Mamba SSM 2.25 and Casual 1.52, which speed up the fine tuning and optimizing the GPU usage. And the important is to fast language model to load the Granite model efficiently. And we need to install all Granite 4.0 from micro to small, but we will gonna focus into Granite 4.0 H micro. So you can fine tune with Onslaught with all the four models, but I'm focusing with Granite 4.0 H micro, one of the best performance model for customer agent. And Onslaught works with Gamma and Llama, open source models, but we are gonna concentrate on Granite. It's open source. Let's see to take advantage training model with 2x faster for more efficiently runs on T4 GPUs. And if you don't fine tune it, it runs into 14 or 15 GB VRAM. But after you fine tune with QLoRa or LoRa adapters using Onslaught, all you need to do is like you can get a better memory consumption and reduce the compute usage and maintain a stronger responses. And all you need to do is like you can give a couple of input prompts and return responses, and you can use your Google Sheet as a data set here. And I'm using Hugging Face dataset for the customer snippet with the customer queries and recommendations here. And you can use Granite rule-based contextual template. It's defined system, role, user prompts, and assistance replies. And your input query gonna looks like, hey, I'm facing a login error issue. The assistant response could be there might be the involved login credentials, or you might reset your password. So it understands the customer input and the context, and it started responding into the better way. And in training such a kind of a contextual data, it's required accurate and consistent support responses. That's where Onslaught comes with optimization in a training and with the data set controllability and utilizing your GPU resources efficiently. And Onslaught has the template base, so which understand and start and end the rule, streaming the entire process one. And after it's gonna be done, the fine tuning, the entire uh, utilization of the GPU gonna be reduced, and it's gonna be give you much faster response with lower memory overhead, and we can build a robustic support agent. And it makes very practical for enterprise customer bots, which can run into the smaller GPU GPU models ones. And it's easy to deploy this kind of like a smaller model with efficient kind of like a training processing ones. After the training, if you can look at the entire consumption here, the peak memory usage is gonna shows into the 10 uh, GB, which is way lesser, and it has a reserve. The maximum memory is 73 percentage, and it's gonna be respond much faster if I'm going to go back and trying to show you. And now I'm gonna build a customer agent which gonna be interacting in terms of like responding to the user. The user says like, "Hey, everyone in the meeting is black screen," so he expresses concern, and then the agent itself like, "Hey, are you sharing the windows or your entire screen?" And it started giving the entire conversations to the user and the agent, and it started giving the recommendations. Hey, verify your user using desktop version and confirm and start test share into the browser client to isolate the issues. And it started giving the browser test works into the ones. Let me go into the more deeper side of that one. I've given to the faster contextual, and it's try to see is like how it's gonna be responding into the faster way of like it's too faster. Then it's given the context like, hey, I'm having a battery issues, and the user locks it's 5% battery and auto lock. So it started looking at the VMware version has been outdated. A user might has to be enrolled to it, and it started giving the recommendations, verify the user version, and compare with the latest stable one. So if you look at this kind of like a models, which is faster in terms of like responding, and it saves a lot of time to hear. And even if you're trying to fine tune the model into the lesser GPUs ones, and it still works pretty smoothly in terms of like handling the entire things and interference of these models, right? The user is saying like, my printer is not working and it's showing the red light. And let's see, after I am doing into the faster kind of like 16-bit GGUF and save the pre-trained model, and with giving the contextual values and token size. If you can, the moment I type this, it started analyzing, hey, printer is giving the red light, and it's maybe potentially due to the hardware issues or problem with internal compute connections. So it started giving the recommendations into the pretty faster, and trying to say is like a printer is connected to the power network and perform the hardware or hard reset to the printer. So it's a perfect example how you're gonna build a powerful customer agent with the help of the Onslaught. And thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.